All right, MOVETOBER2025, day 14. When I started this journey at the start of the month, it seemed like it took a month to get through week one. Week two is now over after today, and I barely remember it. And I really hope the rest of the month goes by this fast. So I'm gonna go knock these 2 miles out and then come back and we'll talk about it. A little bit of a progress report. We're now comfortable running on our interval at 4.5 miles per hour. So, still getting growth. Allow me a moment to geek out on the numbers for a second, for a few minutes. Numbers are important to me because it shows growth. And I can't help but religiously focus on the fact that when I started this in May, I could only walk 0.3 miles. So here is our growth progress for the month of October. We started this month walking at 2 miles an hour and jogging at 3 mile per hour intervals. We then increased to walking 2.5 miles per hour and jogging 3.5 miles per hour. The next step and the latest step, the past week, I have walked 3 miles per hour and jogged 4 miles per hour. Now, that brings us to today, right? Today, we started testing a little bit. I tried jogging at 4.5 miles per hour. But this is part of the progress, is what I'm saying is when I moved up from jogging at 2.5 to 3 to 3.5, each one of those intervals did not happen in one day. It was a progress of working towards that. And now that I'm at 3.5 miles per hour comfortably jogging the intervals, 4 miles per hour feels really comfortable, and I'm starting to try to progress to 4.5. With that being said, every time I get 3/4 of a mile down at these paces, 3.5, 4, 4.5, my shin locks up. And I keep waiting for it to get better, but it seems like it's always on that last stretch to the 3rd quarter mile. It wants me to slow down. Something awful. The other day when I beat my 1 mile pace, I pushed through it. But I can't imagine, that was the first mile. I can't imagine trying to push through that pace a 2nd mile. So that's the other thing we got to accomplish before the end of the month, is not just picking up the pace, but also distance. For instance, at 4 miles per hour, we're looking at a 15-minute mile. If I can hold that pace for 2 miles, that's a 30-minute, 2-mile day, right? If I can get myself to 4.5 miles per hour, that's like 13-minute miles. That gets us to even less. The real problem I'm having is completing a full mile still. We're halfway through the month of October. I'm still having a hard time completing a full mile. That's the recap of how my interval training is going. It's a slow thing. I'm still 410 pounds. I'm trying to knock the weight off. I'm not eating crap. This morning I had my little bar. I have my cup of water. So the question becomes, can we make that much progress in 2 weeks? The answer is, I don't know. I'm going to try my hardest.